Who taught you to think like that? It's an honest question, but it changes everything. Because so often the voice in your head, the one that whispers, "You're not enough. You're too much. Don't get your hopes up." That voice isn't yours. It's something you picked up to survive. A voice you absorbed before you had even seen the words to understand it. And maybe now, it's time to start listening for the voice beneath it. When we're young, we borrow our beliefs about love, about safety, about what makes us valuable. They don't come from nowhere. They come from glances, from silences, from tone, from the way people look at us, or didn't. The way affection was given or withheld. Maybe you grew up around criticism and mistook it for truth. Maybe you learned that love has to be earned, or that it disappears when you stop performing. You internalized voices that weren't yours. They got so loud, you stopped noticing they were there at all. That's the thing about these old thought patterns. They feel familiar, even comforting, in a backwards way. They keep you in the known, the expected. If I expect rejection, I won't be surprised. If I stay small, maybe I won't be hurt. The voice in your head doesn't scream, it murmurs. It blends in with your thoughts. But underneath that noise, there is a voice that sounds a little softer, a little kinder, a little truer. And it doesn't come from fear. There is a version of you who knows how to speak to yourself with compassion. Not because you're perfect, but because you're human. That voice is still there. It's just been buried beneath years of repetition, of conditioning, of survival mode. Sometimes it sounds like, "I'm tired and that's okay. I made a mistake, but I'm still worthy. I don't need to earn rest or love or peace." It's not loud. It doesn't shout over the others. But it waits. And when you slow down enough to listen, it speaks. So ask yourself, where did that critical voice come from? Was it a parent? A teacher? A partner? Culture? Religion? Who first taught you to doubt your own worth, to second-guess your feelings, to shrink yourself for someone else's comfort? You weren't born distrusting your instincts. You weren't born believing your softness was weakness. That was given to you. And the good news is, what was given can be questioned, and what was learned can be unlearned. Healing doesn't always mean fixing something broken. Sometimes it means realizing, this thought isn't mine. This shame doesn't belong to me. It means separating who you are from what you were told. You're not lazy. You're exhausted. You're not cold. You're protecting yourself. You're not weak. You're just finally allowing the pain to surface. Every time you catch the old voice trying to run the show again, You get to gently say, I see you, but I'm choosing differently now. That's what healing sounds like. Not always confident, but curious, present, rooted. There's a voice that says, you're allowed to take up space. You don't have to explain your boundaries. You can love others without abandoning yourself. That voice might feel unfamiliar at first, but it's yours. It was always yours. It's just been waiting for permission to speak. You don't need to shout it from the rooftops. Just whisper it to yourself, again and again, until it feels like home. The voice in your head isn't the enemy. It's a reflection, a memory, a pattern. And like all patterns, it can be rewoven. So if you hear the old voice, the critical one, again tomorrow, that's okay. You're not failing, you're noticing. And noticing is where healing begins.